Are you into snacks? Well, what about dinosaurs? What about cute card games that we just got from Kickstarter? Everybody's into that. Well, if that's the case, then I have the perfect game for you because today I'm going to be reviewing Snack Attack. Snack Attack is super simple to set up and play. Let's go over the rules real quick. First, you start by setting up the game. That's super simple. You place the dishes out in the center of the table based on a number of players. You do 3 dishes, which are these right here. If you have 2 players, and if you're playing with 3 or 4 players, you do all 4 dishes. Your goal in this game is to try and get as many of these tasty snacks onto the plates before you claim them. And at the end of each round, once all of the plates have been claimed, you tally up your totals of snacks and you determine who has the most points. On your turn, you have 2 options for the actions you're allowed to perform. One would be taking a card from your hand, playing it onto one of the plates, and then drawing a card. The other option you have is to discard 3 cards to draw 3 additional cards. Once you think that a dish is sufficiently tasty, you can claim it with a nom card. Once you claim the dish, it comes to you, and that will be the dish that you're hoping to score at the end of the round. Be careful though, because there's a couple of cards that could really mess you up. Flavor cards, like bitter and sour, if played on top of a plate, make them worth 0 points. You can counteract these with either the sweet or spicy flavors and help protect them from getting bad flavors played on top of them. On top of that, you have the dreaded Nomnisaur, which, if played on top of a claimed plate, will make all of the snacks go back into the center. Nomnisaur goes away. This plate will no longer be claimed, and it can now be back in play for other players to try and claim because Mom wants you to share. Last special card I'm going to go over is Rex. When Rex is played on a pile, Rex and the cards in the pile will get shuffled back into the deck because he likes to make messes. You can see how he's messing everything up there. The round ends once all of the plates have been claimed. Points are then tallied, and the next round begins. The player with the least points will start off the next round, and the game ends after 3 rounds, totaling up all of the points to determine a winner. Now that you know how the game works, I'm going to meet you back up top and talk about my final thoughts on the game. Snack Attack is a super fun, quick card game that you can just bust out really easily and play with pretty much anybody. It's super family friendly. It's great for kids, and it's really easy to teach. One of the easiest games I've ever known to teach to anybody. It's really easy to set up, really easy to put away. That's kind of the thing. It's quick and easy. The artwork is fun. I ended up getting the holographic signed copy, which was kind of nice off their Kickstarter exclusive kind of thing. And I like it. I like the fact that the hologram is just on the back of the cards. The card quality is good. I was kind of worried that the holographic bit was going to be all around the entire card, which I don't really like. But I like the fact that it's just on the back, which is good. I don't like the box. It's kind of a standard card box, but because of that, you can see there's like these little flaps. And when you pull it in and out, they get bent and they get messed up. I really wish it was any other kind of box besides this. I like the ones that you can open up like this, like the flap boxes that don't have the little things on them that can get messed up really easily. The holographics on this don't get smudged really easily. There's other games like Plantopia, for instance, that has the holographic cards and they get smudged really easily, and it's really obvious when they get smudged. But this doesn't have that kind of an issue. A gripe that I kind of have with the game from a actual gameplay standpoint is kind of the same thing that I was listing as a positive before. It's very simple. There's not a lot of replayability to it because it kind of plays the same way every time. It's kind of a race to get the claim cards. Like if you can get enough claim cards quickly, you can claim the dishes before anybody can put the flavor cards on there, or like use the mom against you, or use the Rex before you can claim stuff. But you're really kind of doing the same thing every game. There's not a ton of strategy to it. I mean, there's a little bit of strategy to it, but we'll see if they add stuff to it down the line. There is on the rule card. That's a little minor gripe. I don't like that the rules are on the cards. Like, just give me a rule book. But I guess it makes it fit in the card box well, which is kind of nice, because sometimes you have a folded up like piece of paper that's folded up a bunch of times, and you try and put it in the card box, and it gets in the way, it gets bent and ripped and things like that, which I don't like. But it is on a card. But the card does mention that there is a to be announced solo play version, so we'll see how the solo play works out, if that comes out, what they do with it. And beyond that, simple game, great with kids, great artwork. I do really like the artwork. I'm not going to complain about that. You can see kind of some of the artwork here. You saw it while I was doing the review of the mechanics. But yeah, fun game, super simple. Don't expect to get a ton out of it, but the one thing I will say is it's a little bit pricey. I think we were looking at like the $30 range for a base game. Might have been $25, but between $20 and $35, which is too much for just a very simple card game. Even for a holographic version, very simple card game. We got to pull that down a little bit, but it is Kickstarter, so I kind of understand where the price is sitting. I don't regret backing it because I do like the artwork, and I kind of like the game in general, but not a top game for me, but it's a good simple game if you're looking for something quick to play, 10-minute playtime. If you like what you saw here today, please hit that like button. Let us know that you really like what's going on. Make sure that it turns blue. Leave a comment down below. What are some games that you've backed on Kickstarter recently? Any games that you've gotten recently? I know there's a lot of delays in shipping, but they're starting to come out now, so hopefully you're out there grabbing those great Kickstarter games. Subscribe to the channel so you catch all these game reviews and Kickstarter reviews coming down the pipe. We got a lot coming up. And hit that notification bell so you know what's up. I'll catch you in the next one, guys.